Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Did want to bring you some sad news out of Bellevue. Bellevue's iconic restaurant, Stella's Bar and Grill, has been closed after a fire this morning. Now, I do want to head over to our website. We do have this story available for you at firstalert6.com. You can see there. Here is our homepage. Then I'm going to cheat a little. I already clicked on the story here and scrolled down a little bit. So the image that you're looking on now is when the restaurant shared the news after 10 a.m. in their social media post. So we can head to their Facebook page right now. And then if you kind of, let's see if I can move this over a bit, or yeah, so here's the full screen image that we are looking at of some of the fire, the destruction that happened there. And my goodness, celebrated 80 years, and look at that yummy burger. So unfortunately, lovers of Stella's will have to put Stella's on the back burner here for a little bit. Now, this all happened shortly after 10 o'clock this morning when this fire broke out, and fire officials said that the call came after 7 in the morning, and this is actually when a delivery driver saw the smoke in the building. So we really have the delivery driver to thank for, just calling 911, getting everybody out there, fire crews. They didn't initially see an active fire when they got in the building, and then they later found a smoldering fire in the basement. So that basement fire then extended upward into the floor and the walls. Bellevue Fire is investigating a pile of used rags that were found on the basement floor as a possible source of ignition for this fire. If you're wondering, here's where Stella's Bar and Grill is located, and this is the story that I'm reiterating to you right now here on our website again, firstalert6.com. Now, at this point, crews did discover that a water pipe directly above the fire became dislodged, and that actually caused water to flow out. So the combination of the fire and the water, while you would think initially perhaps that's a good thing, right? Water puts out fire. That's not right. It's resulted in electrical, plumbing, structural, and smoke damage, the combination of those things. So it's up to contractors now and city inspectors to determine when Stella's can reopen. And the only good thing about this, there were no injuries in this incident, so that is good. And the restaurant, again, very fortunate that delivery driver caught the smoke early. Otherwise, it would have been a lot longer this morning until we would have discovered that Stella's was on fire. So that is the good news there. Again, we do have the story available for you on our website. That's firstalert6.com, just kind of going back and forth between the two stories today. And this is where Stella's Bar in Bellevue is located. So this is a developing story. Again, Stella's did post this on their Facebook page saying, quote, "This is a hard post to share, but Stella suffered a bad fire this morning. We will be closed until further notice." They do say, "We are heartbroken." And in quotations here, they say, "Thankfully, everyone is safe." So yeah, safety, that is definitely the silver lining there. So we'll keep an eye on this story and keep an eye on when Stella's in Bellevue can reopen after the damage is taken care of there. And it does sound like that they have quite a lot on their hands. So our thoughts go out to the restaurant owners today as well. Meanwhile, I do want to switch gears with you now and chat a little bit about our weather. So our First Alert 6 weather for this Wednesday, February 11th, we're expecting a high of 52, a low of 32. And then, of course, we do want to take a live look outside for you to see if we can just kind of gauge how that weather is looking. So here's a live look from our Children's Nebraska cam. The sunshine kind of poking through, so that's good. Traffic flowing smoothly there. Let's take another look from our live source, one of our live cams here. See if this pops up for us. There we go. Here's a live look at Epley Airfield for you now. So you can kind of see the glimmering cars in this live shot for you. So again, the sun poking through there, so that is the good news. Meantime, want to head to, what will the weekend weather look like? Well, at this point, clearly things might change, but Saturday a high of 61 with a low of 31, and then Sunday a high of 64 with a low of 38. So I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying February's weather so far. We hope that it does, in fact, stay that way. All right, so one more look outside for you before we close out for the day. We're going to take a look at 90th and Dodge now. Let's see if we can take a look at that cam. Oh, it appears that camera is down. So let's head over to another cam and see if that one's up for you today. There we go. Here's another look from our Northeast First National camera. So kind of a beautiful shot there. You can really see the horizon line, and it doesn't look like there are any ice jams in the river, and that was something that was worrisome for our meteorology team yesterday and the day before. So this all looks good at this point. Now, meantime, if you are just joining us, I want to take you back to the story real quick here that we were following this morning. Unfortunately, we do know that Stella's Bar and Grill in Bellevue had a fire this morning, and thankfully it was all caught by a delivery driver. So we are excited that that delivery driver was able to get in there quickly and kind of let everybody know what was going on. So I just clicked on our story, and then this is a Facebook post from Stella's, and you can see a lot of people reacting to this. So very sad. Drove by this morning on the way to work and was deeply concerned with the red fire truck outside. And then how can the community help is another person question. Another one asking, anyone know what caused it? And that's something that we're working on in this developing story as well. So the Bellevue Fire Department is investigating a pile of used rags out there that were found on the basement floor. So this is a possible source of ignition, but we haven't verified that yet. So now crews did discover a water pipe directly above the fire was dislodged, and that kind of caused water to flow out. And unfortunately, this combination resulted in electrical, plumbing, structural, and smoke damage. So it's going to be a while until Stella's can reopen safely to the public. Now, again, we do have this story available for you on our website, firstalert6.com. You can see it's in that top story location right now. And then if you click on that story, you can kind of scroll down and get a better idea of where Stella's is. And of course, this is the fortunate part of the story. No one was injured, and it's actually a delivery driver who caught this fire early. So otherwise, it would have taken a lot longer for people to kind of realize that Stella was on fire this morning at the time. So that is the good news there. Now, in the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us here at the Alert Center. We'll have more details as this story continues to develop for us in our 3 p.m. broadcast with our Dave Zavolinsky. Until then, we hope that you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine while you can, and we'll be seeing you a bit later today.